Good morning, everyone. This is the Hall of Famer, Director Marlon Green, urging you to stay positive in this world of negativity. When you follow those in negativity, you become under their power. Stay positive because positivity works. And I can give some examples later in the show. I just want to say this is a leadership summary and based on the media analysis, Trump is not doing well. I want to say to all of you out there, stick to your guns. Trump is still the main guy, the best guy for the job. He's still way better than Hillary. And if Hillary was in office now, we'll be way far down the hole starting wars with the Middle East. In other words, it'll be a lot worse if Hillary was president instead of President Trump. Also, the main problem with America is America hired too many Jews, thinking that the Jews have their best interests at heart when they don't. The reason why America is having all of these problems spiritually is because they're spiritually stupid. Hillary Clinton comes on television with the Saudis, and the Democrats are insistent on this bogus Russia investigation that they set up, and this bogus, frivolous set of lawsuits that Bill Clinton has never been questioned about these type of issues. So African Americans, you need to stay focused. Don't say anything about OJ negative. Don't feed their propaganda machine because they make money from that. We must all resist the urge of Israel's influence. They are not the people that the Bible is describing. There was no great signs or wonder, and Israel was established in the 60s by the Queen of England, that I may add, who is a convicted criminal wanted for over 300,000 missing kids. This was in the 60s. Now it's in the 2000s. It's probably way over a million by now. And the UK antics, I respect and love the UK people, but stay out of our politics, especially you talk show hosts. And we like your accents, but when you're talking about our president, it isn't as flattering as you're saying and reciting Shakespeare, okay? So get your head out the ass too. Also, I want to ask God to get his head out the ass, because it seems as though the evil people of this world have so much energy and so much power and influence that we can't do anything. Well, I want to tell y'all to get off y'all ass and get your heads out your ass, because if I'm winning on a grassroots level, you all should be winning, and you have much more than I have financially. I don't own my car, I don't own my home, I don't even have a steady job, but yet I'm getting campaign things done. So what is the excuse of having these congressional leaders, and in particular these black congressional caucus and others like McCain? What are they really getting the American people? Not a damn thing. You all want to look up to McCain for doing 5 years as a prisoner of war? Look up to me, because I caught a felony doing civil rights shit, and I still get to tell cops what to do, because everyone knows that these charges on me was bullshit. These days, people accuse you of mental illness, but they're the one mentally ill when they can go to the fucking counselor or psychiatrist, but they steady try to make you look like you're the bad guy, but they're not doing what they're supposed to. So just take that advice in one ear and go out the other. Another problem America has is the military industrial complex that's being manipulated by the Saudi Arabia and Israel, because Israel makes money off of causing shit in the Middle East, and they always seem to get their way. Well, I don't care if there are laws that says we can't boycott Israel. That's an illegal law right there. Because if I don't want you fucking with us because you're a detriment and you're a liability to our culture, you can't make me like you, motherfuckers. So take that shit back to Israel and shove it up your ass. And Mark Cuban would never be a president in the United States. There are way too many Jews running everything from Congress to lawyers, to every fucking thing else. Y'all are not getting anything under me without competing for it. And if the white folks want to sit on their ass and take your side rather than mine, then they're going down with you, because I'm going to attack them too. Verbally, campaign, spiritually. You're not more spiritually inclined than I am. And you can take your money and shove it up your ass, because my creativity is endless. Your money is not. And so go ahead on and let the world economy fall, because there are already professors that have financial ideas and financial systems, new financial systems set up. So you can sit on your ass if you want and claim that Donald Trump is the problem. Well, under Obamacare, I haven't got my premium yet. I haven't gotten out of the VA system yet that's abusive. So how is Obamacare the best thing that ever will happen and has happened? That's nonsense. Obama is not solid. Most of his projects are not solid. And he's the type of guy that appraise nonsense instead of solid performance. He doesn't deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. And Herman McCain does not deserve to marry, have young wives. And he hate African Americans. And he hate minorities. And the only reason why people like McCain are being looked up is because he's an asshole. And those, I respect him basically, but I don't over respect him, because he don't deserve no over respect, because he supports racist policies. He support policies that are counterproductive for the troops. Then he been in Congress way too long, and y'all gonna put extra stars on his chest just because he was a prisoner of war. Well, I'm a prisoner of the justice system. I haven't done anything and served 2 years, and y'all gonna respect me more than him, because I don't need the press to be considered productive. I don't need the press to be considered detrimental to whatever I decide. I don't need the press to stand on my own feet. There are less than 0.5% ever make the Hall of Fame. I made it at 36. A lot of you all take 10, 20, 30, 40 years to make it into a credible Hall of Fame. And I'm not talking about no Players Hall of Fame or no Pimps Hall of Fame or no shit like that. That's not no credible Hall of Fame. I'm talking about the NFL, the NHL, the NBA, the NBA, photography societies, Hollywood. Those are real Hall of Fames, not no Players Hall of Fame. And the problem with America is they hire too many Jews for the think that they have America's heart at interest, and they have been fraudulently taking over America and everything else for decades. Look at them. They don't want African Americans with reparations because they're too busy fraudulently filing for reparations. That was a German atrocity. And for that, Mark Cuban would never be president. And Facebook Mark Zuckerberg will never be president of the United States. And I'll run for the United States president before I let you fuckos challenge my president with your dishonesty and your falsehoods. You have no courage. You have no morals. You have no values. You have no spirituality. You do not know what the fuck you are doing. And the only reason why you are controlling this earth is because you fraudulently taken identities, and the people that you have put in place are pedophiles, bribes, and degenerates. And that's the only reason why you are in position today. You are cowards. You still haven't admitted that you bombed the USS Liberty, which is symbolic of a destructive nature. And they shut me down on Facebook for the 4th of July and the 15th of July when my important people had birthdays and I had birthdays. And that's why I struck them bitches in court. And they know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's going to be more of you being held to account for minority exploits. And you Black Congressional Caucus, y'all need to disband, because you're not getting any fucking gains for us, okay? And Al Sharpton and Congressman Lewis, you're a fucking has-been, okay? You need to start endorsing better and newer leadership tactics, because the shit that y'all doing, you are only getting so much as a result. I'm getting it done on every level, baby, without a budget. So when y'all get y'all heads out y'all ass and try to keep up and try to be more cooperative and try to be more progressive and try to be comprehensive, you take consider of what I'm saying, and remember, these Jewish people are already taking over America, and they don't deserve anything else, especially more than African Americans, because African Americans have sacrificed from the beginning, and the Red Cross have exposed the Jewish people for frauds, talking about 5 million, 6 million, 7 million people was killed. It was only 250,000 at the most, and the rest of the world act like this shit is not a big idea when it is. And these black leaders, instead of them helping other people get reparations, you need to be helping your own people get reparations, especially when you find out that the Jews over exaggerated the casualties in Germany. So why the fuck our leaders can't do the right thing, even when the truth is right there in front of them? Because they're under demonic spells. The fucking Republicans, every time they turn that star upside down, they get possessed with the fucking demons. And the Pope always every now and then get possessed and gonna say God is Lucifer. God is not fucking Lucifer, motherfucker. And if you keep saying that shit, I'm gonna criticize you more, okay? Because if God is Lucifer, motherfucker, I'm Satan too. I'm an angel and I'm Satan. Look, get the fuck out of here with that inconsistent shit. You're a good Pope 80% of the times, but every now and then you fly off the deep end off some bullshit. Quit fucking saying God is Lucifer, because God is not Lucifer. And what y'all need to do is relinquish and release those cultural and heritage facts, artifacts, and you need to release those cultural lands, because you're not spiritually connected enough to travel through the universe as we once did. Because the very thing of your nature, which instills destruction, is the very thing that is keeping you from being enlightened. And I know that you all see Asians have been connected to their ancestry for thousands of years, and they haven't been broken like the African Americans. And that's why they are more successful, and that's why they're going to whip the white man whenever they do start a war. They're going to lose, because America's only been around at 500 years at the most. Asia and China has been around 3,000 years, so they have some experience. And it would not be a good idea to attack North Korea, because the military industrial complex will set us up for failure and destroy the fucking planet over some bullshit. So get y'all act together, quit over exaggerating, overvaluing the wrong people. Get your head out your ass and take care of home first. If America was first, why the fuck y'all not supporting this idea? You're supporting more Israel, and Israel is telling us what. Why don't you ask fucking Israel for a wife? Why don't you ask Israel for your salvation to get into heaven? It's not going to do you any good, because they are fucking imposters. I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm anti-bullshit, and a lot of you all are full of it.